Hello everyone, I hope you're all doing well. For today's video, I'm going to show you how you can create an email. So an email is an electronic mail that you can send and receive messages. It's a really great way for you to keep in contact with people if they're living in another state or even another country. You can also sign up for newsletters if there's like a favorite store that you like to go shopping at. You can always sign up because usually when you go up to the cashier, they would ask you for an email. And if you give them an email, you can also start receiving all of these emails regarding like discounts, sales, anything like that. And that way you can, save money. You can also sign up for different blogs and stuff like that. They have a lot of great tricks and tips that you can follow for like home management, financial management, even like activities and stuff like that. That's also great. So if you want to learn how to create an email, stick around. So I'm going to show you how you can create an account with Gmail. So you want to click on create account and then click on for myself. And here you can put in your name, your first and last name. So for the purpose of the video, I'm just going to type my last name as Finley OT. So here you would create a username. Sometimes they have available ones that show up on the bottom of this, but it could be anything. You want to make sure that you don't include any personal information or anything like that. I'm just going to keep it simple with my first and last name. And then you would want to create a password. You want to make sure you follow the guidelines. So it's important that you use 8 or more characters with a mix of letters, numbers, and symbols, so that way it stays more protected. And then you would click on next, and then you could put in your phone number if you wanted to, or another recovery email address, but it's not necessary. It's just an extra measure of protection. And then you want to enter your birthday, and then if you wanted to enter your gender, you can, and then you would read all of this, and then you would click on I agree. And then sometimes it takes a while, so you just got to be a little bit patient, and you want to make sure you don't click on the back button or anything like that, because that could also mess up the process. So you just want to wait. So sometimes you get this temporary error, but that's okay. You just click on try again, and then it usually goes through. And then here it is. This is what it's going to look like. It's welcoming you. You can choose a view, so you can do default, comfortable, or compact. I'm just going to do default and click OK. And then as you can see, there's a little bit of a setup process, but I'm just going to show you the welcome email. Just going to talk about the different Google stuff that they have on here that I can, talk about more in my later videos. And it's just a really great resource to keep. And then over here on the left hand side, you have all of the different folders and stuff. So the starred is also a great feature that if there's like a message and you wanted to keep it and go back to it quickly, you can go to that folder. There's also a sent folder where it's going to show you all of your messages that you've sent. The drafts folder is all of your messages that you've kept but you haven't sent yet. And then you have your spam folder, your trash folder. You can also create more folders. So if there's like an email in your primary folder, you can move it to another folder. So to start the email, you want to click on the plus compose button right there. And then here it pops up a small window where you can actually make it bigger if you wanted to, but I'm just going to leave it at this. And then you would actually start your message. So you want to save the recipients for last, so in case you were to accidentally send the message before finishing, it won't go through. So then you could type in a quick subject and then your message, really. So here I'm just gonna kind of do a quick little message for you. And then I like to end my emails with like a signature, so I typically like to say thank you, or you can do sincerely, all the best, or anything like that with your name. And then down at the bottom you have different options. There's fonts, sizes, you can bullet things, you can italicize, anything like that if you wanted to make something stand out more. Here's attachments. So if the paperclip means you can attach videos or pictures or documents or anything like that. And then you have like a link option where if you wanted to include like a link to like a website or like a video or anything like that, you can insert that there. And then there's like emojis if you wanted to make it more, fun and cute. And then this triangle drive is where a lot of stuff can be stored. So if you, I'm not going to talk about that right now, but in my later videos I will. And then confidentiality, to keep things more secured and private. And then you have this trash can right here, and that's just gonna mean that you delete the draft. So if you click on that, it just deletes the entire message. So if you wanted to keep this message, just press the X that's on the top right hand side instead of the delete the draft. And then after I'm done with my message, you can type in the recipient's email address and you are ready to send. So that is basically sending emails, and then you have all your folders where you would categorize and keep track of your emails. And then here at the top right hand side, you can click on the grid and you can see all of the different Google products and apps that they have. Google Meet is a great video conferencing app. There's also educational stuff. You have Google Docs, YouTube, and stuff like that. That is all easy access. And so I'm going to finish setting up my account right here. So the next thing to do is to pick your theme. So you can choose anything to use as your background for the Gmail. So this is pretty cool. It's kind of hard to see sometimes, so you can always play around with it if you need to. And then the next thing is to learn how to use the Gmail. So you can click on that. It tells you all the tips and tricks. You can also import your contacts and mails from another account. You can download the Gmail mobile app on your phone. You can also set a profile photo if you wanted to. And then if you wanted to change your themes, you can click on the gear and then you can change it to something else. I'm going to change it to this pretty tranquil scenery. And then on top you have your different inboxes. So you have your primary, which is what you're probably going to get most of your emails. You have social, and then you have promotions. So social is like your Facebook and stuff like that, and then promotions are like your discounts from your stores and anything else you sign up for.